and this is week 2 of your weekly Ayurvedic tips. This week I wanted to talk about who is the warmest body type. So in Ayurveda we have 3 main body types: Vata, which is air and ether; Pitta, which is fire and water; and Kapha, which is earth and water most predominantly. So can you guess which of the 3 are the warmest types? If you guessed Pitta, or the fire type, obviously, that is correct. So there is one body type that experiences more heat in the body more regularly. They tend to run quite hot, and they often fare better in the winter time because of their body temperature. Now, the summertime is a different story. They have to be extra vigilant to stay cool because they, by nature, run a little bit hot. So for the rest of us, and it can get cold enough that any of the body types will experience frigid feelings. So out there, sometimes, especially when it gets to like -30 and God knows what kind of temperatures, we all need to make sure that we stay nice and warm. Just Pittas have an easier time at that because they naturally run warm. So how do you stay nice and warm? Make sure that you're doing warming practices. So warming practices include bringing in more spices to your meals, for example, for nutrition. It could also mean bringing in more oiling into the body, as I mentioned in week 1, because that creates more of a grounding effect, which is more nourishing and comforting, which also in turn translates to keeping the body nice and warm as well. Also bringing in warm fluids. So any of the fresh foods, the raw foods that you might have been eating more in the summer and into the fall need to kind of take a little bit of a backseat to foods that are generally warmer and a little bit more spice. Play around with a few more of the spices like cinnamon, cardamom, clove, even your black pepper will also serve to warm the body. And our fire types are the ones that will respond most acutely to that. So for the Vata and Kapha types, which are our cooler types, they will tend to be more balanced by this and benefit more so because they need that warm quality, being the cooler types, the cool types. So that's your weekly wellness tip, is to stay warm with specific practices and nutrition protocols.